podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a motherfucking movie. So today we're gonna jump straight into the topic. We're gonna be talking about how a lot of black men actually become hood dudes. You know, and it's not what you think it would be. An honorable reason for a lot of these guys out here to say, "Oh, I'm from ETC and I'm out here and I'm representing and stuff like that." But the actual reason for a lot of these guys out here becoming hood dudes is because the black woman has loved hood guys, you know. Um, it's countless amounts of ways that black women will go and say, "Oh, he was too good for me," you know. This dude right here, he got me flowers. He met me at my door with flowers. He opened the door for me and stuff like that. And he was being honest with me, but I just didn't like him, you know. So what happens is these women have brothers, cousins, guys in the neighborhood, you know, um, um, and they're wondering, you know, they're going on a adventure of figuring out women. And what they're seeing is they're seeing that black women, all the good guys, that their sisters and cousins and friends and people at school, you know what I'm saying, all the good guys were getting played. You know what I'm saying? Black women did not, cannot, will not, and shall not, you know, do the right thing in bad situations. You know, it's hard enough being a man. And it's so hard to be a man because when you get with a chick, no matter what race she is, and you guys end up in a relationship and you decide that, oh, I want to take this to the next level, you know, and I want to move in, I want her to move in with me and stuff like that, or you guys want to share or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Be like, oh yeah, this is my chick right here. And a lot of times what happened is a lot of these people get involved without understanding that you're in a space with an emotional being. You know what I'm saying? Women already not being on the right path as it is. You know, you done invited this lady, you know what I'm saying, in your life. And don't think that, you know, I remember I used to think women ain't gonna get mad, you know, ain't gonna have attitudes. Don't think she ain't gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that every day is gonna be wine and honey, you know. Um but the moral of the story is that most of us are, you know, most of us are not hood by choice. You know, most of us are not hood by force. Most of us are not hood by um any odd circumstances that's keeping you in a certain situation. You know, because I thought that if you was one of them real hood man, you know what I'm saying, like there were certain principles that you stood by. You know what I'm saying? There was certain things that you took pride in caring for the neighborhood, even though the odds was against you. But what we're seeing is we're seeing modern black women are factorizing making hood children. Can you believe that shit? These women are literally out here. Black black women are literally out here making clone hood guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys that they was interested in back in the day, guys that they had experiences with, rappers, people they seen on movies and stuff like that. They're putting all this on their kids. I remember when my mom gave me a whole. I was already bad enough. I remember when my mom gave me a whole fucking like every album. My mama had a collection of every album Tupac ever had, and she gave me that shit. And I was already knee deep in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And just listening to Tupac every day. You know what I'm saying? His revolutionary speaking and stuff. That makes you angry. You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to be something that you're not. Just a lot of people be thinking that just because you're black, bro, it's just because you're black don't mean you have to be hood. Just because you're poor doesn't mean you have to be hood. We gotta look at it from a systematic perspective. From poor Jewish people, poor Germans, poor Africans, poor white people. They didn't make them. That didn't make them hood. You know, although they did things to and took risk that was kind of normal back in the day. Like say for instance, you had captains of ships who, and some of them captains of ships was pirates. So they'll hoist their colors, pull the pull their skeleton flag up, and then no sooner people see that flag, they know that means that, hey, we're pirates and we're coming to board. Either you're gonna fight with your cannons or you're not. You know, um, but the sad part about African American people is that you know our cousins boost us up, female cousins boost us up to be hood. You know what I'm saying? Aunties, our mothers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody respecting the hood dude. Ain't nobody said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to go out and actually, you know, make a honest living, like going in, clocking in the clock. Like they had old white people who used to work in fucking what you call them mines, some type of mine, coal mines. And they would clock in, and we don't have it as we don't have to do that type of work. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to go to the army if we don't want to. We don't have to go work at McDonald's if we don't want to. But what we're seeing that I'm gonna say 70% of black people that is coming along into this modern world, you know, has hood tendencies, you know, and that black women love hood guys so much, they claim they like hood guys, which they actually do. they